everyone, it's Miss Garcia. I wanted to do a short video showing you an example of the finalized midterm presentation for your role-playing game. Um, Now keep in mind that you can turn this in several ways. What I'm going to be doing here is a screen recording and voiceover of a PowerPoint presentation that I will go ahead and upload to YouTube and put the example into the assignment. But what you could do is do the same thing and then upload the movie to your assignment. You can also do a TikTok. You can do a video where it shows you guys playing the game and explaining it. You can do it a variety of ways, or you can actually come present it to me. You don't have to present it in front of class, but just come to me at some point. Everybody in the group does have to be involved, though. Now, obviously, for my example, you're just going to hear my voice, but it would be nice if other people were involved in helping you make that recording as well. So again, this is just an example. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. It is due by the end of the class on the day of your midterm, but you do have 2 weeks to be working on it. And don't forget the other components of it as well. If you need help with that, you can go back and look at the instructional video that I have made. All right, so this is going to be my presentation. I'm going to give it as if I am a student. Again, you're just going to hear my voice because everybody else that my names that I'm going to say, they really didn't help me make it this time. But again, it's just an example. So don't just be like, well, we only heard Miss Garcia's voice. I need to hear at least a couple of your voices, okay? If you have any questions, again, come talk to me. So here we go. So this is going to be the presentation of my role-playing game from my midterm. The title of my game is The Preposterously Ludicrous Tales of the Addams Family Thing, and it was created by me, Andrea Garcia, Eli Ortiz, Tristan Norton, and Tessa Bliss for the 2022 midterm. The perspective and theme of our game is that the perspective is of thing through the Addams Family, or the really popular show right now from Wednesday at Netflix. And the theme that we're really trying to push with our game is that creativity and ingenuity can help you escape any predicament you might find yourself in. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to play a game that has 3 to 5 players who concoct preposterously ludicrous tales of things misadventures. The items needed are a 10-sided die, the prompt table, 3-minute timer, which you can use your cell phone for, notepads, pencils, and scorecards. So the prompt table and scorecard look like this. And so there'll be one a scenario prompt card for the whole game, and then there will be a scorecard for each person. So each person is going to toss the 10-sided die, and the highest number becomes the first narrator. So for example, let's say that I roll an 8, and that's the highest number. I become the narrator. Everybody else will have their scorecard, and they're going to go ahead and put their name on the scorecard. And then what's going to happen is me as the narrator, I'm going to use that 8 that I rolled to select the scenario on the prompt card. So what I'll do is I will say die number 8, and the score title is scenario, and everybody will write that on their scorecard. Then what I'm going to do is the narrator reads the scenario prompt to the other players, and I need to ensure that the players hear the prompt clearly, so sometimes you might have to read it more than once. So since mine was 8, that's diversion, and it says thing needs to distract the police so Fester can make his escape. What kind of diversion will he mount? And so I'm going to make sure everybody's heard the prompt. Everybody has their notepads and their pen or pencil. And then I'm going to start the 3-minute timer on my cell phone or whatever timer I have. And the other players will quickly write their preposterous tale in response to the prompt. Once the timer buzzes, all the pens and pencils need to be put down. Like, you can't let them continue writing. Then what's going to happen is each player is going to tell me their story. So the narrator will listen to each tale, and I'm going to rank their tales. So the most ludicrous, dark, and or creative tale will get 5 points. The next most ludicrous, dark, and or creative tale gets 4 points. the next one 3 points, and then the least gets 2 points. Okay, and so then I'll assign those points and the players will write that down. So, for example, Eli Ortiz, for number 8 diversion, I gave him a 5 because I thought his story was the best. The person with the most ludicrous, dark, and/or creative tale for that round becomes the narrator and then rolls the dice. So in this scenario, Eli would roll the dice, and whatever number he gets, that's the tale that he will pick. Now, if the number on the die is repeated, so let's say Eli rolls it and he also gets an 8, he'll need to roll again because you're going to only write on the prompt one time. So then he would go ahead and need to re-roll it. And then we would redo the cycle all over again. So then your scorecard towards the end would look like this. Okay. Once all the prompts have been used, the players will total up their points. So Eli's points were 38, and if he has the highest points, then he's awarded the title of being the thing. And so that's how the game would go. And the whole process is trying to build off of each other's ideas, to be really creative and out there with your stories so that you do become the thing and you can survive any scenario that comes your way. So I hope you guys enjoy the game.